Understanding key economic concepts. 1. Describe the role of financial institutions in the circular flow model. Financial institutions, such as banks, credit unions, and investment firms, play a crucial role in the circular flow model by acting as intermediaries between savers and borrowers. They mobilize savings from households and firms by offering various financial products like savings accounts, fixed deposits, and bonds, thus pooling resources for productive use. These institutions provide credit by lending to individuals, businesses, and governments, enabling investment in capital goods and infrastructure, which fuels economic growth. Additionally, financial institutions facilitate payments through services like checking accounts, credit cards, and electronic funds transfers, ensuring the smooth exchange of goods and services. They also help manage risks by offering insurance products and investment diversification. In the circular flow model, financial institutions connect households, firms, government, and foreign sectors, transforming savings into investments and maintaining economic stability. For example, a bank that collects deposits from households and provides loans to businesses helps businesses expand, creating jobs and further driving the economic cycle. 2. With the use of diagrams, explain how the price of a good or service changes when there is excess supply. When there is excess supply, or surplus, of a good or service, the quantity supplied exceeds the quantity demanded at the current price, leading to downward pressure on prices. Initially, the market is in equilibrium where the demand and supply curves intersect. When supply surpasses demand at the current price, there is excess supply. To eliminate this surplus, sellers reduce the price of the good or service. As the price decreases, the quantity demanded increases and the quantity supplied decreases, moving towards a new equilibrium. For example, if there is an excess supply of apples in a local market initially priced at $2 per apple, sellers might reduce the price to $1.50 to attract more buyers. Consequently, more consumers purchase apples, increasing the quantity demanded, and some suppliers may reduce their supply, leading to a new equilibrium price lower than the original. 3. What is the five-sector circular flow model, and how does it explain the interdependence between different sectors of the economy? The five-sector circular flow model expands on the basic circular flow model by including the government and foreign sectors along with households, firms, and financial institutions. Households supply factors of production to firms and consume goods and services. Firms produce goods and services and pay households for their factors of production. The government collects taxes from households and firms and spends on public goods and services. Financial institutions facilitate savings and investments, acting as intermediaries between savers and borrowers. The foreign sector engages in trade with the domestic economy, involving exports and imports. This model illustrates the interdependence between these sectors. For instance, households save a portion of their income in banks, which lend to firms for investment. The government collects taxes and builds infrastructure, supporting economic activity. Firms export goods, bringing in foreign revenue, which is used to pay for imports. This interconnectedness shows how each sector relies on others for a functioning economy. 4. Explain the impact of rising interest rates on an economy. Rising interest rates have several significant impacts on an economy. Higher interest rates increase the cost of borrowing, making loans and mortgages more expensive. This can reduce consumer spending, especially on big-ticket items like houses and cars, leading to decreased overall consumption. Businesses also find it more costly to finance new projects or expand operations, potentially slowing economic growth. Higher interest rates often attract foreign investors seeking better returns, leading to currency appreciation. This makes exports more expensive and imports cheaper, potentially causing a trade deficit. Central banks raise interest rates to control inflation. Higher rates reduce spending and borrowing, cooling down an overheating economy. Additionally, higher interest rates provide better returns on savings, encouraging households to save more, which can reduce immediate consumption but create a more stable economic foundation in the long run. For example, if the central bank increases the interest rate from 2% to 4%, mortgage rates rise, making it more expensive for individuals to buy homes, slowing the housing market and business investment. 5. With the use of diagrams and an example, explain two factors that could cause an increase in demand. Two factors that can cause an increase in demand are an increase in consumer income and changes in tastes and preferences. When consumer incomes rise, they have more purchasing power, leading to an increase in demand for goods and services. This shifts the demand curve to the right, indicating a higher quantity demanded at each price level. For example, a booming economy leads to higher wages and more disposable income, causing people to buy more electronics, thus increasing the demand for electronics. Similarly, if a good becomes more popular due to trends, advertising, or changes in consumer preferences, its demand increases. Positive changes in consumer tastes and preferences shift the demand curve to the right. For instance, a health trend promoting the benefits of eating avocados can lead to more consumers preferring avocados, increasing their demand. Thus, changes in income and consumer preferences can significantly impact the demand for goods and services,